CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want you need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to log on to CC Live. You want to listen every word. When CC attack, look how inspired. Put up on a natural lie, and the truth me not lie. Show if you active.
Lord, what's going on with my broadcast? Night, people, may I come? Sure. Anyways, good night, y'alls. It's still gonna mess with me. Can't now it may be great. Good night. Share the live. I'm coming. Now come. All right. Let's see if we're good to go.
Hola! Ayo, 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 Nutella, represent CC Live. CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want you need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to log on to CC Live. You want to listen every word. When CC attack, look how inspired. Put up on a natural lie, and the truth me not lie. Show if you active in your life like many verbs, yes. She make sure say you happy with CC Life. You don't need no TV. Put up the phone, get ready to enjoy CC. And the hottest show no if no but I'm here be. She ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want you need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to go to CC Live.
Good night, sweetheart. You wasn't hearing anything because I was trying to set up because the devil been trying me all day. Anyways, I'm gonna play my theme song one more time. So for all 20 of y'all that are live, please, I are begging Unas to share the video. Okay? All right.
Hola! Ayo, 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 Nutella, represent CC Live. CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want you need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just just listen to her talk. Make sure say you understand the CC life. You got to listen every word. When CC a talk, if you're inspired, put up on a natural life, and the truth me not lie. Show if you active in your life like many verbs. Yes, she make sure say you happy with CC life. You don't need no TV. Put up the phone, get ready to enjoy CC. And the hottest one, not if no but I'm maybe. She ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC life. She a inspire, so make sure say you want you need to CC life. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to CC life.
All right. Good night, everybody. Please share the video. I'm asking you to share the video, please. So far, only one person has shared. If you're gonna be on my show and can't follow simple instructions, yeah, we're gonna have a problem. Just share the live, please. Man, begging them. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Good night. Let me use this because that's too far. Good night, Kathy. Good night, Shauna, Claristine, Karen, Jay. Good night, girl. Good night, Deidre. Good night, Beverly. Good night, Michelle. Good night, everybody. Please share the video. Thank you so much, Shauna, for sharing. Alrighty, so before we jump into the topic of discussion, let's just do a little promotion. All right, whatever. If you can't see what's running on the bottom of my screen, that's my crawl. It's a little information, regarding my different social media platforms. So Instagram and CCEE_CEE_Lane. YouTube, follow me over there. Please subscribe, CC Lane 876. TikTok is just CC Lane. And yeah, I don't have any other social media. I mean, I have Twitter, but I don't even really know how to use Twitter. That's CC Lane as well. You can support me as well, by ordering one of my books off Amazon. It's Race, only by, Race by yours truly, Crystal Cornwall Lane. Restore, Affirm, Claim, and Execute. So those are the motivationals, that helps you to, to keep going, even when things don't seem, gloomy in right now. You don't get that sense of, positivity and hopefulness. That book really helps because a lot of it relates right back to the Holy Bible. Also, if you have any immigration paper you need help filling out, forms that you need filing, you can always reach out to me, your girl. I do some of those things. If you are getting married, I can marry you, especially if you're from the state of New York. I'm a registered wedding officiant and I'm also a notary public. And before we jump in again, I'm also a business owner. So if you don't know, if you're just joining me, I am a business owner. I do printing. I don't know if you can see right here, but in the back, I have a hat, Only Greatness by CC Lane. This is all embroidered. I mean, these are, this is from my Only Greatness line. But if you have your own stuff that you need embroidered and, printed, whatever, because we also do vinyl printing, you can always reach out because we do printing. We especially support businesses, small ones, large, all sorts, but little small business, who are trying to get out there. Branding is very, very important. I know, I can tell you, I studied marketing for 4 years. So marketing is very, very important if you have a business that you want to be successful. And a big part of marketing, is branding. So, don't be afraid to reach out. We have packages, you can't reason with me. I'm just there for support one another. So, that is that. All right. Catch it, ally. Wrong side. Catch it, ally. This is our next Only Greatness by CC Lane. Come over here, don't take it, but I make bad mind stop me. Bad mind can't stop me. Don't me move fast, bad mind can't do nothing to me. Yeah? We go to mash up a baby here then, but we just catch here. So can I pin over there? If you look in my comments, you see Jay has the stuff there. I don't think I can pin it. It doesn't allow me to pin it from my phone, and I don't know why. But when I stress myself, yeah. Oh, I can pin it. All right. Let me just drop the link quick over my WhatsApp. Although I know if somebody look out crosses them over there and go jump on. But my friend don't support me, you know. Not people call them my friend. I wish part of something that they make nice. Anyways, we don't watch Bad Man. So what the topic for tonight? Anybody else hype over here, so? Because I try not to get into it with people, and I don't follow people. I really, really don't follow people. I make more ton cut cars if it just start. So Karen shared my video. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you so much, Nicole, for the rest of up on the live. 1 hour wait, pan. You know that I don't know on the share button now work. Just press the share button now. Yeah, you have times when me over here, so I have to act like a big bad bully because someone just difficult. Like, but just ask me to share the video. I'm just sit up on the live and now I don't know. Oh, 10 people share it. Whoever wanna share it, I'm ignorant phone. No? Ignorant bad. All right, copy. Yeah, as a little country girl who grew up extremely poor, one could say impoverished, for a better term. I feel like I've earned the right, to brag over anything I have at this point in time, and I don't see myself as a boastful person. I don't see myself as such, but I realize that it's not even just me. It's just that it's a lot of people, suffer um the same situation, because most of them we don't want to say now come from nowhere. Hold on there. It's Jamaicans, would normally say, boy, we not come from nowhere. Not It's not that we're not coming from anywhere. I prefer to use the term humble beginnings. Yeah, because that's the way I come from. I wouldn't. Oh, Mr. Through the camera. I wish you have a turn. I don't know. Oh my God. Oh, so yeah. We are come from humble beginnings. So, we know what certain things feel like. And, we're grateful, to God and the sacrifices that we make. So we there one certain place, So we, of course, we are give thanks. You understand me? Our praises and thanks we are giving about, it's just like some people have some messed up mentality and mindset, based on how they look on things. Good night, Nana. Some people just not nice. Some people just not nice. And then them just see you rejoicing, you basking, you being grateful as a sign of, as a signal or sign of being boastful. But it's no, and I've heard the saying, more than once, it's that people not hype, people not brag. It's just a bad mindset what some people are look at you with, yeah, for them vision skew bad and not skew in the right direction. So so give God thanks to Allah, everything where you overcome, and some people don't see it as you being, extra. Listen, me extra bad, me I bad, me cocky bad, me every single thing, wally, with wally exclamation mark behind it. You understand me? And I made the post earlier, and I realized that a lot of people commented, and I want to just jump on a few of the comments that some people made because when I put motor girl, when I put motor girl and talk. All right, so Enad say I because the post was your work hard forget a little accomplishment them and then people want to misconstrue and say hype. Should one not express themselves over their hard work? Well, if I saw me hype bad then. Anybody else over here hype? And Enad say I are hype. What them did they when sleep a bun we eye and we are wash your face and go study. Everlyn say, me they right there so with them I love. Rena said she totally agree. And Angela said, I'm right there with you. Arnella says, you have endured sleepless nights, hungry days, and much more for your hype. Hungry days and much more for your hype. So we're like a badge of honor. Make your brightness blind them. I actually love that one. Stephanie said, you have all right to hype, all caps to hype. If them don't have anything to hype about, that's their fault, sis. Continent hype, it motivates a lot of us. Hey, yeah, you. And Paulette says, girl, remember this. Education don't sell a shop. You either have it or you don't. Therefore, what's in your head, no one can take it out. You are entitled to be hyped. I'm pretty sure you sacrificed a lot to reach to your journey. Smile, wave, and light that match. All right, and there are quite a few more there. Donna say you work hard for hype, so hype as you feel. Like me say, it's not even hype, but me realize it's just the double standards. It's so lucid. It's okay for a man for hype over a girl for hype over a man. Somebody for hype over a little car or a little yang or a little something. But when you start to talk about your sacrifices and then talk about your nice clean degree, yeah, This is the second one. The first one over there. So me sooner have space to put my accomplishment name, yeah? It's now a problem. But based on my observation, the victims, I'm a victim because we are doing something for hurt them. We're affecting them and their livelihood. So now we're the villain and they're the victims. The victims, the ones that are always screaming out, are people who don't have half of what you have. And the trajectory doesn't look so bright because they have no intention of getting where you are. I'm realize say it's not even about you, me, the accomplished individual. It has nothing to do with me. It's about that individual who's looking at me and judging me, feel like they've done a clean assessment, yeah, and feel as though their hypothesis is right. And Crystal CC is boastful. No, baby girl, no, sir, because you don't have the ambition of me have. Ambition you lack why you feel like me a hype. If you should ever sit down and observe the people who will come out with these remarks to say that somebody's being extra and somebody's being hype and somebody's being boastful. I don't know, by the way, I've not like you. I always them, hey Pizzle, I always them a drop out of school. I never finished sixth form, I never finished middle school. I wouldn't have bashed nobody because I would not say a whole heap of schools drop out, do certain things. And they become successful, but they don't want to drop out and drop out and then ambition drop and roll away. Yeah? Because you have people who drop and them still hold up on them ambition. You have people who drop and them ambition just Lego like a bird and they don't have none. So they're mad with you because how dare you, Miss Crystal, how dare you, Mr. Pizzle, for bright about you want to be ambitious and become the best thing in your life. And me, the girls to stay away. Nobody not tell you to stay down there. Go find back your ambition, it roll away, you can't find it back down. Go find back your ambition. And nobody fault why it roll away. Go find it and go cling on to it. The people who are normally mad, I'm telling you, Miss Kitty, one of them women, I have a great admiration for her. I really do. And it's not even based on the fact that, a lot of people say I sound like her because, I've been doing this for a while, even before I started hearing that. But, I say, even ever since people start to sound like her, and I'm saying, I'm going to tune in a little to her to say, if there's really a correlation. And I realized that this lady has worked her ass off. And, people have the audacity, the woman to our big, nice, clean Esquire, and people have a problem with it. Last school not easy to go, no school at all not easy to go. And like my dad said, if education was easy to get, everybody would have it. That's what I realize that everybody don't have it. It not common. You understand me? It not common. And everybody don't have it. But people have the audacity to say the lady hype and she be like, hype girl, hype. Okay? Me never stepped my foot in the last school yet. Initially, it was my intention to become a lawyer, but I had gotten accepted into, at UTech first. And I'm like, let me just go do some marketing over here because, that's my personality. And then, after a while, I thought, I'm like, maybe I made the better choice because I would want to become a criminal lawyer. But some little drunk girl, Missy Parrot, couldn't protect them. All women and when me and then defender. You understand? Me probably have to reach out to the prosecutor and say, look, other young man I kill the woman. Me couldn't do it. Not with a clear conscience. So I say, me low out the law. I'm more of a very egregious person. So, let me just go, let me stay and stick to what me deal with good. And, I stuck to that. And, I went on to, to study leadership in my MBA. Which part uno did there? Germs. Excuse my language. Which part uno did there? Because sometimes I get ignorant for them. I don't want to go down to no level. But sometimes we have to call the drunker, right? And we have to call the germs. Because these are not reasonable people. Your rationale is weird. Like, it makes no sense. Where were you when time you have 3 little picking under the age of 5? Yeah? I have a full-time job. And I'm me alone for your angle. Which part you did there? Sometimes I sit down and I think back on all that I did. I may have to ask myself, say, how? Because sitting down and looking back at all I did, there's no way. Me can't say, oh, me did do that. Me can't say. It must have been it must have been God. It must have been my determination. It must have been my ambition. It must have been my discipline. And these are all characteristics that we are all entitled to. We can have them all. They are embedded in us. They're stitched within our DNAs. But not everybody is willing to find the areas where they are stitched and nurture them. So you don't want to nurture your ambition. You don't want to nurture your discipline. You don't want to do anything, but you want to be mad at me because I'm successful, mad all you want because bills you are with pay because but nah stop. Yeah? But nah stop. As long as me have breath in my two nostrils, them and my lungs, then the Bible says let everything we have breath, praise the Lord. Me I go say me have breath, so me I go hype. Yeah? I don't see myself as a hype individual, but guess what? People out there, their point of views are their views are different. And I guess whatever vantage point they're viewing me from, they have come up with an assessment and it says thus. I don't care. People have all right for brag. Me see people are brag over them house. Me see people are brag over them car. Me see people are mad a brag over them woman. Me see girl are brag over people them husband. Me see people are brag over all sorts of something. And I'm not want to say somebody hype because you don't know what people have endured. If that is their way of celebrating, let them celebrate. And I find the term hype to be relative. That is why I don't take things personal. But I just thought that I would come today and I would address someone on the way. You don't need the addressing because you don't love attention bad. So make comments if you come go no little. You understand me? The comment that look spicy, it look big, long and big. Let me see it. Because I love reading now. Olande. I can't even see her name, but let me see what she wrote. Oh, give yourself. Woo. I can't. It's not coming up on my phone yet. So distracting. Oh God, I can't say. Some people have an inferiority complex, and that's what it is. And they want you to stroke their ego. May I stroke nobody ego? Go and go fix it. Go and go deal with the deficiency where you have. Some people have an inferior complex. Why is it not showing up on this? It would make sense if it showed up on this because it's so hard to stretch over this and read. Um, Tamika wrote something, but it's hard for me to see. Hopefully, come up on this soon. Yeah, me not stop. Okay, it's here. Some people have an inferiority complex, so your accomplishments are an affront to them. Clearly, you really don't think or act like you are better than them, but they quietly compare themselves to you, and they think that you think that you're better than them. Thank you, girl. Avoid people like them at all costs. Watch out for people who are quick to throw your achievements in your face or speak about them sarcastically. Whoa, the chest. My kidney just a scratch me so. True, me not have my big college degree, me not in a year category, or she thinks she better than me, in quotations, or you not have more than me, etc. Inferiority complex, big time. That's so true. Yeah, man. Sarcastic comments there. You gotta be mindful of them. I've detected a lot of them, and I won't. Who's that typing with? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Anyways, Tamika, you could girl you lit the nail upon the head. You lit the nail upon the head with a nice hammer. It's so true. That's what it is. It clearly it's a deficiency that they suffer from, and the proper diagnosis for that is inferiority complex. They do have it because me not gonna lie, people me don't take my height. Like I strive for excellence. I try to excel in every single thing that I do. Like I said, when I grew up in our little matches box, because Jamaicans love the term the little small houses them as matches box. When they have the outside toilet, when they not really have no kitchen, when every time rain a fall, your bed get wet. When you have to struggle for that school because you don't have no lunch money, you just don't have money. Period. You don't have no lunch money, you don't have no taxi fare. When you go through all of them something in your life, right? As a child, and you will realize that you have a couple more years on earth to live, why would you want to sit down with that similar mindset to tell yourself, so boy, at this minute, at this minute, go stay? And see that we always have a choice, And the problem is for a lot of people who suffer from that inferiority complex is that they choose to stay in what they know. Me curious bad, me come like Dora, me come like curious judge, me always want to know. So guess what? Poverty what me know, when me want to know something else. More know something else. More know rich life. More know nice life. More know it feel like if you sleep on my bed when rain fall, me not have to fret. So me I go wake up and me have to go roll over. Me want to know what it feel like for just jumping on my own car and drive because me remember the days now we never have taxi fare. Me want to know what it feel like if I can eat 3 square meals a day and not jail me in a. Me want to know what it feel like for having one heap of clothes and then in a one little cream crackers box, so me get from out of Crossroad to put them in a. Me want to know it feel like you have a nice pair of sneakers. You understand me? So me curious bad. So to me know what creates poverty and what causes it, then you best believe that I'm gonna do something different. Yeah. So here what? If I the bachelors and the masters and the PhD and everything I go grab me, I go grab them because me want nice things to be. Remember, tell them me curious bad. So if me acquiring all those things are viewed by you from your messed up, skewed vantage point, then me I bad, me bossy bad, me cocky bad, me extra, me everything, wally poly exclamation mark behind. Call it what you will. That's on you. That has nothing to be with to do with me. Me not think my bossful. Occasionally, I'll speak about my achievements to encourage and inspire others. Me not out there, me now walk every single day like mother and I push my head to my car window. Hey, I have an MBA. Oh, you been up on the train. I'm good morning, sir. How are you? So I have an MBA. Me not do them something there. Sometimes I don't even remember that I have them. But I know that where I'm at right now, they brought me to this stage. Because had I not have them, I probably wouldn't so all right and comfortably in a life. Me still a those part more there. And if you don't say me I no Father God, I beg you prepare so wall for them over those because it has started. Because I'm not reach nowhere in life. Me not half of which part me you want to reach and it has stress out tomorrow. I'm probably not go there then. Me can't see whole passport I buy from parish council to put some on all of the different graveyard because one is going to die because me not stop. No, stop for please, When I got tired for see my face, when I got tired for hear my voice, when I got tired for hear my name, because me come to make history on this land. I just don't feel like me normal. I don't feel like I don't feel like a regular person. I feel like God made me extra special. You see, like you have Peter, Paul, and Mary Magdalene, and people where, those people are very historical. Those people are legends. Yeah, that's how I feel. As I feel like I didn't just come to just pass through life and just pass through earth and just follow the flow like a dead fish. I feel like when they come if I stand up in one place and do something so all of me dead and gone, you can't hear say see. I see myself as a legend. And whilst it's important how people view you, the most important view of yourself is the view where you have a view. So I don't care where you want to see me as. And if you see me as humble, great. If you see me as hype, it really don't matter because I know who I am. I'm understand so it take years to build, your character, your reputation, and it can take seconds to make it, vanish, in the blink of an eye. And that is why I'm always humble in all I do. That is why I pray to God. That's why I'm not follow bad men, I'm not follow people. You understand me? I'm gonna ask God to protect me. You understand? I'm going to protect me all the time, protect me and my family because I know say I know everybody out there, my friend. I know that everybody around me like me. Me no fool. Me know that I watch all the TV, me hear all the stories, me see all the things. Yeah, we read the Bible too. So we know say I know everybody around me, our friend. We know that. So you see, me can't do so much by my own. Me have been left out my God out of my business. Because I always ask him to clear my circle. I ask him to cleanse it. Yeah? I ask him to protect me from anything that is unlike him. I ask him to cast them out into the pit of hell. I ask him to wash me and blood. I ask him to cover me and anything and put them so that when they can't reach me, I will Satan and the angel and I go, I don't over here so now come. No. Yeah? For the things that when me can't control, I ask my Father to do it. You best believe in my life and him well and him answer prayer same way. And them guide me. I got and mama prayers them I guide me and I keep me pushing. So it has nothing to do with hype. And that is why I don't judge people. It's the Bible even tell you, judge not and you shall not be judged. I don't judge people. I know not what is going on in your head. And if we not have all of them factors that we take into consideration, it would be unfair of me to judge you. Hence, I don't judge people. I am judged on a daily basis. In front of my face, behind my back. I don't care. Because I said the minute we got it up on my then I said me start care about what you think about me. I probably know me start stress out, me turn mad woman, me maga down and me no look good at me maga. Yeah? Me start talk foolishness. No. So me can't worry about what you have to say about me. Me can't worry about how me accomplishing my goals affect you. Me really, really sorry, sir. I miss me super sorry, but we can't help you over there, so. Call to God. Call me can't help you. Cry to God. Me can't help you. Because me not gonna stop. No, not for you. Not on your behalf. I won't. But I'm gonna keep going. And that's why I'm saying I don't even. Me don't know how people get that, but it's fine. Me not try to study, but me's not a psychologist. Me's not a psychologist. Me's not a psychiatrist. Me's not a sociologist. Me not study humans. Me not study human behavior. But what I can tell you is that I'm nowhere near to where I want to be. So if I decide your headache, get so Excedrin and get the factor Excedrin. Me look at it say, ciao. Because your head are gonna start hurt you. You're gonna mash up. Your chip are gonna leak. Your chip are gonna leak. I speak about all I've accomplished to let other young women that were born and raised in the hills and valleys and the ghettos as well know say it can be done. I wouldn't have to sell nothing between the two legs to get which part we want to get. I wouldn't prostitute. It can be done. It can be achieved. Yeah? It can be achieved. I am that woman that stands, and my behavior, my lifestyle is to emulate, is so that others can emulate. I want young girls to say, boy, if CC they do it, I could do it. I want to be like CC. So I'm not go out there and kill this. I'm not go out there and do certain things. You understand me? I'm not perfect. Now get me wrong. Yeah? But there are certain behaviors that they have a strong hold on my character more than anything else, more than the negative ones them. You understand me? So when a mother walking and see, say her daughter depend CC lane page, she's not supposed to stress out, she's not supposed to effort because she knows that CC only come with good content. Yeah? CC not tell nobody off go sell and so CC not tell nobody go can no man. CC go tell you how to be independent and you can do it on your own. You can do it with a spouse, you can do it with a partner. It can be done. Certain kind of lifestyle not really there over yes so. So you're not going to hear certain things I preach over, yes, sir. But to have a decent and a quality life, I can tell you that I did it. And my hope is that you do it too. You understand me? My hope is that you do it too. As a child growing up, I never saw myself coming to America. I never saw myself driving a vehicle. Like poverty was so, I was so stricken by poverty. Let me tell you, so there are days when it was hard. But me just know that we couldn't stay in that life there. Me never want that life there. So the minute I get the opportunity to go university, I did. But you know, just jump guy university. So don't, you have to do your local CXC, then your CAPE, whatever, and you have to pass those. And it's a process. It's like you're climbing a ladder. You don't just go up on the first step and just step up and say you reach up on the last one. No, it's a process. You go step by step by step. And as a child growing up, it was hard. But then every time I got to another grade, I got to see closer to the top. And I realized that life out there to live, man. It's just unfortunate that my mother never really get the opportunity to live a certain life. But I realized that she was lacking a lot of things because she never have the backbone when me did having a she. So I couldn't disappoint she. I couldn't continue to live in a little house there. Yeah, me didn't want to come out of the district. So I decided I'm going to do something different. So, and the thing is, I don't have to tell you all of this and tell us, boy, this is what pushed me to have gotten 2 degrees so far. I'm not supposed to tell you my background story. Yeah? See me over here, so I'm happy for me. Because like my mother would have said, if it is easy, everybody would have do it. If it is easy to catch and easy to have, everybody would have go get it. It's not easy. But a lot of us, we decide that we are tired of certain things. We don't want to continue the process. We don't want to continue the cycle. And everything generational, we carry on. If it's not progressive, we leave it behind. We don't pass it on to our next generation because it has nothing to do with progress. Yeah? So I'm going to push through. I'm going to decide to want something different. And that's what I did. Nothing will have not come easy. Nothing. And I don't know the perception, that people have of me in terms of my financial situation. Yeah, I'm not out there, I'm not beg nobody. I'm not live off a government, but at the same time, he's not a millionaire. I want to be. And not even just for me, because I like to help people. I've helped a lot of people personally with my personal stuff, with my personal money. Me want God for bless me so that me can be, a good philanthropist. Because there are people out there who need the help. There are people who write to me all the time. Sometimes some of the story that me can't even read because the help some of them want me can't get them. I'm just pray to God every single day. I'm just come on up on my life. I'm do what I have to do. I'm just pray say, Father, just go and ignite the flames and let me just keep me, just keep me going, keep igniting the flames. Give me that burning inspiration, for always want to, even when I don't feel like doing. Because between me and not every night I want to come live. Remember back then I used to come live every single Saturday night. Them telling me I have 1,000 people I watch me, 1,200, 1,500 people I watch me live. And at that point in time, my following wasn't even close to this. But I know it was because of the consistency. But things happen between, but I have to have the kids then, me I do school. So sometimes you have to give something. I'm not used to having a live with less than 500 people I watch me live. I'm not. But I know where I slacked off. I know what happened. But guess what? I made a sacrifice. It was worth it. Because I couldn't used to come live every Saturday night while I was doing my MBA. Remember me, I work full time. So Monday to Friday, me have to deal with work. I mean, I do local schoolwork, but the bulk of the schoolwork was done mainly on Saturday and Sunday. We couldn't dedicate an hour or two to do live. And then I like the live that I put back something in my pocket. You understand me? So I know that I lost something, but I still gained. I had to make the sacrifices. Going to grad school is no walk in the park. That is why a lot of people just finish it at, undergrad. A lot of people stop it at undergrad because, money-wise, some people don't have it. And then, some people just don't have the time. But when you are willing to go out and make a sacrifice and accomplish it, whatever it is that you deem necessary to make your life comfortable and progressive, you deserve to shine. You deserve to express yourself. And, going back to what Tamika said, it's their inferiority complex that is bothering them. It has nothing to do with you. Because some comments on the ear people make, even towards me sometimes, I'm like, this is all you. This literally has nothing to do with me. This is all you. This is your messed up viewpoint. You're looking at things through a little scope. You come like one of them asked that overcame and a spark with avant blinds. Then I said, not to the side, I'm just in front of you. It's all out there. It's out there for all of us to get. And anybody who know me personally, I got to tell you, me are the kind of woman way I go put you onto things. I go make you know, say, this is a channel you take. Logistically, I will lead you to the path. You understand me? And I will lead you through it. But me can't tell you if you go to school and come get a degree for you. No, me can't help you with the channels. And I say, this is what you do. No, do that. No, go over this as opposed to this. So how about this? And I'll try to help you to figure it out. And I think that's the most, precious help you can get from somebody. Somebody who's willing to show you how to do it as opposed to do it for you. And there are certain things that people just can't do for you. You understand me? Or what a hype is a compliment. Get with it. Look here, me not offended none at all in a way. Me not offended none at all. But I just felt as though it was relevant for me to come out and say something tonight because, like I said, a lot of people look at people, from their perspective to say that people this and people that. But no, Tamika said it best. It's the inferiority complex that's bugging them, that's bothering them. And the time when them takes it on and stress out over your hype, they would have go find themselves to go do the things that what you do and come hype to. Yeah, but the thing is that I have the energy. Then people choose to do what they want to do. People are selective with their energy. People are selective in what they choose to do. So when me decide to boy, I'm going to select ambition over here, so I'm going to pursue certain goals, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Why are you mad? Why are you even mad? You have to be careful of people like those. There's this sad story of this. I think it's this Texan woman who went to Mexico with some of her friends I think it's for her birthday. Don't quote me on it. I was reading the story 2 days ago. Sometime I retain certain things. And upon arriving in Mexico, I think a few hours later, she was killed. Yeah. The initial report said that she suffered from alcohol poisoning, but after a while, videos started circulating, of them, I guess, beating her, and the autopsy revealed that she had a broken spine, and somewhere else broken or damaged. I don't really remember exactly. I think her name is Shaquina. No, just not quote me, but if you not follow, you can jump on the thing and follow, jump on the internet, go search something. People, they said this young lady owned a hair salon. Me don't know what the friend they own. Me don't know. But I'm just saying this to say that it's never the people who are doing better than you that are quick to criticize and are quick to hurt you. It's always those people who suffers from the complex and refuse to acknowledge that they're suffering and refuse to get help or treatment for the suffering that they're experiencing. It's always those who are quick to tarnish you, your reputation, demean you, degrade you, and sometimes, if they can, kill you. This lady went on a vacation trip for her birthday. I'm pretty sure a good girl never did expect to come back in a body bag. Her friends. Yeah? Me don't know what the reason. But like I said, the girl, she own a hair salon. I don't know. But I can guarantee you, if she's the only one that own a hair salon, if she's the one that own a business, own the smallest business out of everybody, and everybody else was a doctor and lawyer and certain things, me know them now look on she for kill her because them envy she for. And that is why it said, you're supposed to, when you start elevating a life, you have to find people by your level. Because if you don't find people by your level, the one day when they're below you, they're going to drag you down. It better you find the ones that are above you so that they can pull you up. But the minute you start to excel, and don't get me wrong, not all of my friends are college graduates. Not all of them. My very, very good friend that died wasn't never have a college degree. But one of them lady that she always pushed me. When me accomplish certain things, it come like just a joy. That she's displaying. It makes it's just like it's for me and her. She don't look at it and say, Lord God, I wish I did younger, I did do this, and Chrissy younger than me. She never looked at things like that. I never got it from I never got those, that kind of vibe from her. And vibe not hard to pick up, and you can deal with people and they run them and you just know, say, boy, I this a go on. Yeah, some people they run them, you don't even want to talk about certain things, certain little accomplishment where you make. Even though you struggle and you sacrifice and you work your ASS off, you don't even want to speak about it because it's going to seem like you're bragging. Those are the people who are sick and them suffer from the complex, but they don't want to admit it. Them people that can't stay around. That is why you realize that them say likes attract likes too, even though them say opposite attract, but likes attract like. So you realize that, you have a doctor, most of film friend them a doctor, because guess what? They have a common topic that they can discuss. You will realize, say, a plumber go have in plumber bridge in them, a teacher go have teacher friends. You realize that, likes stick to each other because they can relate. There's always a topic of discussion. They can always find interest within. When me have my MBA, I'm not judging somebody, but I'm just saying, I have a friend who doesn't have, the level of education that I have. And it's fine, but the person that I have no ambition, because do not misconstrue education with ambition. There are a lot of people who aren't educated, but ambitious more than them, they can't find nowhere. And when they lack both, it's a serious problem that people have to run from like a thief. Yeah. So me now on my level, I have a friend who doesn't have what I have, and that person doesn't have ambition either. It's dangerous for me. I'm literally gonna be like a rabbit in South Africa, in out there in the jungle. I run up and down against lions. Dangerous. Waiting to them. Them are gonna eat me. Them going to nab me up bad. Because guess what? We're not alike. We share nothing similar. To them, I'm a threat. I saw them saying, you are always viewed as the threat. Not because you are boastful, not because you are, you're threatening anybody, because in your head, you are harmful. You're just a little butterfly. You are willing to help this person to come on your level. But like I said, when people don't have ambition, a problem, the people perish when they don't have ambition. Because a lack of ambition is a serious thing. Yeah? I saw a story circulated in the Star Observer, all the local Jamaican papers. And it was about this lady who, she sold in the market. I think she sell food. And she sent her two them to university. That's an ambition. That's how that woman that have a whole heap of ambition. She might not have the education, but she have a lot of ambition. And for great parents, when a lot of parents, when they weren't able to access certain things and do certain things for themselves, or when their parents wasn't able to do certain things for themselves, them just grow with the mindset and tell themselves, yo, I'm not gonna make my pitney them go through this or suffer through this. So them start do certain things to fit them pitney. Yeah, maybe mother wasn't able to go to university, but she decided and say, yo, me did one go, me never get to go, me got to pitney them. Yeah, so mama when I do it, come and say, oh, me never go and miss me make it in a life, see, so she have to go find somewhere and make it too. You have parents like that. Thank God mine is not like that. It's not so big up a nice clean self. Yeah? It's like that. Good night, Anna's mama. It is like that. You understand me? So to not have ambition is really like walking around without lungs. Without walking around without a pair of lungs. Yeah? You because you don't have that drive, and then because you don't have it, anybody else will run you have it, it just come like it's a problem. Like, it's like they're poisonous to you. They're poisonous to your soul. They're poisonous to your environment because they have something that you refuse to hold on to, that you refuse to have. You just decide to say, no ambition and a so. You just go with the flow, just you just go and so. Like when one go back to back out around every part, every direction the wind blows, it does blow. So I don't say you're gonna have a sense of direction. You don't have no sense of direction, and you're mad at people who have a sense of direction. Eh? Like then I say, what you do when time sleep a bite? You know how much time you got my bed 11 o'clock and I forget about 1 o'clock for write paper. You know how much time? You know how much time you scramble and make sure so I make it by 11:59? Because only an online college student will understand, well, not even say online, but only a college student that has an 11:59 deadline to meet will understand how important 11:59 is. Because if you make it touch 12 o'clock and next day and then start the up points, that is what they do. They start the up points. Yeah, and every minute counts. Every minute counts. A whole heap of night, man. Whole heap of night. Sometimes I come home with the pity them. I may have class to go in. I may have to bathe them. And sometimes I never get to bathe myself. Sometimes I don't get to eat. Sometimes there are so many things that I didn't get to do because of the sacrifices that I had to make. But me just know that I couldn't, me never want to be that little, me never that little mediocre life that never not suit me. Because like I'm always telling them, I love nice things. And nice things not cheap. Me love nice things bad. Me love nice man, me love nice clothes, me love nice phone, me love nice vehicle, me love nice house, me love everything nice. Then something not come cheap. They're not for free neither. And true, me no want have no other people them son out there to line up like me. I try to create a football team to carry go Qatar, go play football. Me have to sit down and me have to do me have to do because I know want my ears and my name I call over this so and to call over yes and not me care about people because if that part I choose other part I choose. But me don't tell you me not choose a certain lifestyle because I have daughters and it's not even about them, it's just more about me and me valuing myself. We can't have 20 different men and say I value myself. No, I value me I get from them because I'm also me I get from them. So because me never choose a certain lifestyle and I decide to say, I have to go do this, I have to make sacrifices then, yeah? Your girl sleep now going away. When they're go sleep forever. So hear me say, go and keep a 2 year them open. Even if you use too much stick and catch up a year them, go and go the way you have to do because this too shall pass. And time is going and the longer you take to get certain things and the harder it become. And that is why you have some people decide to say, when they get to a certain age, they decide to say, oh, me can't go back to school right now. It's never too late. Because I remember when I was studying for my undergrad at UTech, I had this classmate, Vashti. Vashti was 16 at that time. I was probably like 20, 21. She was 40 years older than I was, but she was still in school. But it does become harder, though. It becomes harder when you are at a certain age and want to, achieve certain things. Not impossible, hard. So because me never really want do the whole more hardness, because I go to whole hardness as a child, but I decide to boy, I'm just going to jump on it right now, I'm just going to do it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, at the age of 32, I was graduating with an MBA. It felt good. You understand me? Initially, I was about to start the doctorate, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna take out another loan. And I like me can't do it. And if we get one job, or if we land in our institution where they decide to pay for it, I would do it. because I value education. And like, somebody said earlier, I forgot that, that's something that nobody can take away from you. We know the little saying will say, silver and gold might vanish away, but a good education will never decay. And that's so true. And that's why, you're going to the hospitals and you see these old doctors and, they become consultants and they become chiefs of this and that because the knowledge is there. Yes, physically they may not be able to do certain things, but mentally they still have the information in their head and they're willing to pass it on to others so that that knowledge can continue generations on, onto generations. Law we make we brag. School out there for everybody for going on. Them a dash out student loan like everybody because they really want to keep on a debt. So Era, if you want a loan, you can go out there go get it. Don't be mad at me when me talk about my accomplishments. And people like me say, what get me? It doesn't even get me. I really don't care. It's just that when people are saying that you're bragging, you're not even. But let's say I was. Me earn it. Cut them 2 years and never easy. Me telling already. For the first time, when I had this course that I pounced up on, I cannot remember the name of the course. It was some economics course. Maybe if you say I have the book in there, so. When me started economics course, I said, no, me that course I can't move, we can't proceed. This is where we stop. This is where we end. This is where me and school part ways. That's how pressuring it was. That's how hard it was. Honestly, if I saw what did I tell I'm gonna walk up and go back, my problem would I did do it as opposed to making the sacrifices that I made. Because it wasn't easy. It was not easy any at all. But I had to dig back in my memory and look back in the past. Just in hindsight, though, not to go back there to live. Just in hindsight to say, yo, listen, I have to do this. Yeah? Me don't want to have a pit them a grow up and my daughter them and my son asleep on one bed. Me don't want when night come, they wonder what I'm going to eat. Me don't want them experience a certain life. I don't want it. And that is why sometimes it's good to have something or somebody that motivates you, But even the motivation alone is not enough. You still need discipline. And until you can, create, a relationship between your discipline and your ambitions and your motivation, and it's gonna be hard. It's always gonna be hard. But when you do decide that you're going to do this and you find the formula, and sometimes even getting into it or even being into it, you don't even have all the answers. You don't have that formula to bring you that end result. But say, boy, if you stay into it and you keep on doing this and you keep on doing that, then clearly the end results will not be what they are now. You'll just keep progressing and things will change in your favor. Big up yourself, blacks. It's like that. People, we hear the common, adage, them say the story, but them don't know them hear the glory or they see the glory, but they don't know the story. I personally don't feel like I should be telling everybody that I did this and I went through this. I don't feel like when we accomplish certain things, we should tell people, say, boy, I this and I this and I this. No, if you choose a path like me where you want to inspire others, then you can do it. And don't misconstrue my inspiration and my motivating others as me being cocky. But hey, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you process it in your little slow peanut brain, then so it's fine. Because it's not even on me. Communication is key and it's effective, but it's only effective when the message that is encoded is decoded in same way. So I can say something right now, but because you're looking at it from a different vantage point, you didn't receive it the way that it was intended. It's really not my fault. Communication much up right there. So but that's still not enough to do it because I know what me want to say, I know how to say it. You just don't know how to receive it. We should not be explaining to people, say, listen, me grew up really, really poor, and mother never have it. So this is why I'm going to do this, and this is why I'm going to do that. And you know what? I'm going to do this too. You think it right? No. I'm just going to be making moves. You're just going to be seeing results and you're just going to drop dead. Because a whole heap of people can't even come to Uno with because we are goal killers. And if you haven't started following my page, you need to start doing so. Because I've been posting on a more regular basis. And I reposted this video that I did last March, I think, or February, of goal killers. Be mindful of people because a lot of people are goal killers. People who you think are your friend, you're going to say, boy, yo, CC, no do this, Or CC, hear me, I said, do this because I think this will work. They won't give you that like the word is there, but it's just not coming out. They won't, they won't cement it for you. They won't tell you, say, listen, boy, hear me, I say, I don't think you should do this. Yeah, some of them friends nowadays, where if you're not the bad, nasty, and dirty things, you're not a friend to them. Yeah? If you're not preach certain kind of lifestyle, you're not a friend. If you're not a certain kind of carelessness, and you're not wear certain kind of things, and you're not do certain, you're just not their friends. When you choose a humble lifestyle, it's almost as if you're an outcast. You're supposed to do what them I do. All it not right. Me not have no heap of friend because me not make body put on about the wall. Excuse me French. You not drop down this, so make me go down there for myself. Yeah? Make me go for myself. Me don't want nobody drop me down in nothing. Make me go down in myself. And for people like those, you just can't stay around them because their energy is always off. Their vibe is never right. Sometimes they look what some of them get a physical look. You have to say to yourself, then somebody will rate me and say me and my friend or I love me. Can't really look. I don't know. Us as Jamaicans, especially, I don't know what the other countries call it, but sometimes we have some dirty look for give people, Yeah? And when you have a friend who can look on you a certain way and style you a certain way and run some little jokes a certain kind of way, like you have to be mindful. These people are just saying what they always wanted to say, but they're saying, under Sykes. I'm always like to tell people, say, on intuition a lie. There are a lot of times when we pick up on certain things and we brush it under the carpet, like, it's just simple. Maybe the person never meant to say it, that maybe they're going through a hard time. No, stop picking up for people. A whole heap of people meet them dead, lose them 3 points just because they never listen to them inner voice. Just because they want it, them I put friend before themselves. Me not put nobody before me. Me go and carry. Me not put nobody in front of me. Let me first go witness it. Yeah? Let me go do it and tell you if you do it. Because there's somebody, if you put them in front of you, they never come back for you. Never. And sometimes you see how some people operate. Some of them same people will say, yeah, hype, yeah, bro, They don't reach one go place in a life. Place all where you pass long time, but you say through your business because you've been there. And then reach one place where you pass long time, you don't even remember that stage. You come like a stage 2 or one game where have 3,000 stage, like one Candy Crush game where have much levels. And you pass the basic stage and from when you don't remember the stage and then just reach the stage and them like them I want hype on you. Where you hype on? That's not necessary, that's not called for. Are you a hype? Are you alone in a competition because of me and you? A lot of people that are around us, they're secretly competing with us. Those people we have to be mindful of. It's really unfortunate that, and this is not just a woman thing, You have men that do it too. Yes, statistically, if the numbers were supposed to, be displayed, then you'd realize that it's more common among women. But nobody get me wrong. You have men that do it too. Man towards them, wife, brothers towards them, sister, boyfriend towards girlfriend. It is out there. The complex is not just biased towards a particular sex. It's common. It's out there. If you let yourself careless, you will catch it. Just like the flu, just like corona. You will end up with a portion of inferiority complex in your body, and you just before you know it, just bad mind. So the thing is, all of these emotions, they're all within us. That is why we all, at certain point in time, we get angry, we're happy, we're sad, we're this, we're that. It's what you choose to fuel, though. So if you don't look a bad man because me not telling a lie, sometimes, let's say honestly, and this is for me personally, nobody have to take it personally. Honestly, I use social media as a means to get my information out, but it's not something that I peruse on a daily basis. If you should check my screen time on a weekly basis or even a daily basis, I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram, Facebook, and them places. I don't. Because you will end up seeing a certain kind of lifestyle that people are portraying. And if you're not strong within yourself, you start bad man, you start to shit. I mean, a girl used to go to see in school. Oh, she ended up with a man there. She had traveled the world. And, just certain things, your mind will start playing tricks on you. It's normal. But it's you, the onus is on you to catch yourself and say, stop it. Stop. Because nobody feel like Satan now, Rome, In my room, and your mind a room, and if when in my room over 2 John Street and you are room, him grab him gone with you. And him amplify every single thing that you were experiencing, every single thing that you were thinking. You understand? That is why me personally, I do not try to get caught up in social media life. I do not watch anything reality. I hate reality TV. For the few friends that I have, they'll tell you, I hate that thing. I hate the lifestyle. Because before you know, just start emulate it. You understand? Before you know, you start talk like them, you start dress like them, you start want everything what they want when it's just reality. It's a facade. Like I say, we see people, this a person you gone on cruise, a person you gone over Dubai, a person you own one house, a person you do this, and yes, everybody accomplish what they want to accomplish, and you don't have as much, and you start to say to yourself, say, then all them others have made it, but you don't know what they were doing, and you're not taking it into consideration. You're just ready to upset with them, and I say, should I you and all them do this, and you can't, and before you know, your mind goes astray. I have self-control. So it's not even a lack of self-control why I don't do it, but it's because I know how our brains are set up. Our psyches are there, and you know they will absorb just about every single thing that's out there, especially negativity, if you don't stand up strong. So I personally like to guard my gift, because if you can't get in me, then you can't hurt me. So you're not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch my Instagram for 2, 3, 4 hours. You're not gonna catch me for 30 minutes. You're not gonna catch me for 10. I go through Instagram. No, you're not gonna do it, because guess what? Me don't want some. I will lie me on it too. Cause I know only people that struggle like myself. And when I look on their lifestyle on Instagram, it look like you know straight. So them and Biden have some form of relationship. And sometimes, you know, you can't just look at a picture and say, boy, that person you have it. And I think, you know, people have judged me based on how, you know, how I present myself, which is good. Joel Austin's a fake it till I make it will really and truly not over I fake nothing, but if I look rich, guess what? The intention is to be that. But I see a lot of lies on there. And that's why I'm not so fascinated by it. You understand me? I'm gonna just keep on preach my little preachings over here. So and yes, it's not hyped, you know, and you know maybe it's you know it's not what everybody's preaching right now, but I know that my content has longevity, and for me that's more than enough, because you know sometimes I see people commenting on videos that I did 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I'm like, I wish I didn't find this guy. If I try to go through my page right now, I'm gonna find it. I go, oh, you don't got the bottom, like me I go down Dr. Bottom. And it's good because, you know, it tells me that, you know, I'm doing something great. My content is substantial. How many people have we heard about in the past 2, 3 years that they became this internet sensation and they went viral? And we don't hear about them again. If we don't see them or somebody mention any, we don't know. My page is the kind of page I want to create content where you feel bored and you want to go to YouTube and you just go look on a video. It's the same through Facebook, the same through Instagram. What am I gonna get from me if I do certain things, because certain things is not me. Me know say if I walk and strip myself and start talk certain things, me get a whole heap of views and me make a whole heap of money, but that is not me. I know that I have a niche out there, and you know I appeal to that niche. Me know say you have people like Anna K, you know, whole heap of different people where look forward to just hearing what I have to say on a daily basis. Maybe it's things that they already know, but you know, listening to me is just like a reinforcement. I always hear that I have a powerful voice. I'm a voice nice. I'm gonna take a voice nice, but I'm gonna take a voice nice. But I'm gonna take the compliment because trust me. Anyways, you know, it's just me. It's just my presence. It's just my delivery, and people yearn that. People yearn for that, and they want it. So me good if I ever just want somebody to listen to me and learn at night time. Me good. When I gonna get at me and spoil my reputation and do certain things just to get lookalikes. What you get me to do though is to go do a course, go try to get a skill, go do something, try to further my education, because guess at the end of the day, and me say independence, you know. Independence in the sense that not that me an independent, strong black woman. No. Me's not a strong black woman. I'm a woman and I've remained strong, but we deserve a soft life. Independence in the sense that, you know, you make yourself in such a way that, you know, a man will really want to see you and just, you know, take you by the arms and, you know, want to build together, because it's easier when two will do that one, you know. Yeah? Nobody fool you. You know, they've created this party where it's a black man and it's a black woman, but until joining, coming together, possibilities are endless. And society realizes that, and so they try to create a wedge between the black race. So you have the man and the woman. No, me independent, but that means that means I'm not proud. I'm a strong black man when I'm by my side. It doesn't mean that. Because maybe if it was me alone, it would have been harder. Not even. It would have been harder. It was harder. So I got always I do. I got always I try to push. The progress ladder, it's out there, and it's like it's never ending. So I'm always gonna be thriving for the next thing. I'm always gonna be actualizing. And then when I actualize this, I go again, and I actualize this one, and I'm just always gonna keep going. So if that's what you define as me bragging, then girl, boy, me a beg you no. Go get some headache pill, go get some stress pill, because me just a start. Okay. All right, guys, it's after 8. The show runs for an hour. I have things to go do. So I really do appreciate every single person that tuned in tonight. I appreciate every single comment. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for me. I really appreciate every share. And if you're just joining and you haven't shared, it's still not too late to share. You can share to put it on your page. You met the algorithms, then just go up over Facebook. The comments help as well. I realize a lot of comments are from Anna K. Mr. Etia, the 1 and 2 comment. Mr. J, I do some comment. Alicia, all the people. I really appreciate the comments them. I really do appreciate the comments them. Nah, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the share. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate every single thing. I appreciate all the support. If you're not getting the ad, catch it at a live. No, can reach out. Jump on the website, justice876.com. The phone number 646. I want my phone number again. 646. There so. 7455545, something like so. For reach out to to me for any one of the services that I provide. I'm gonna run away now, but I'm still here. Just keep on tuning into the page. Them, me I try to start up. I'm gonna video them. I had a lot of videos on there. I had to take them off, because I used to do the videos on TikTok, but Facebook recognizes that as unoriginal content, so I had to remove them because I try clean up the page, I try to get the page verified, I try to get the page monetized, because we have the I have the following, almost 100,000. So just I try to that. So you're not gonna see. There are certain videos where maybe if you saw them, you probably won't see them anymore. Just run over to my TikTok at CCLane876. But I dropped a video yesterday. So just go and run out and look for it, and just share it. Just go and share the content. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and I could not be doing what I'm doing without you and your help. So it's really always a pleasure for me to come here and do this. If you have something that you want to discuss, if you want me to discuss, for next week, you can always reach out to me. I don't mind doing it, because talking is what I do. If you want to jump on the live with me too, because things, it has become a little bit more easier, with Facebook to add people to your lives. Back then it used to be a struggle. It's not like that anymore. And if you realize, I'm using StreamYard, so I'm using a third-party operating software to come to you live. I'm not directly on my phone. I'm actually using my MacBook, so I'm using StreamYard. So if you have a topic or certain things that you want to talk about, you want to come on and join the live, I can literally bring you in my studio, and we'll be showing up like this and this side by side. So you just gotta let me know. Like I said, I don't mind, some of the company showing because if it's an attack for 1.5 hour, 2 hour, 2.5 sometimes. It's a lot, but I do it, it flows freely. I not even realize the 1 hour gone already. But when God bless with that talent, if it does nurture and just know, you're just blessed. Yeah, you're just blessed. Over your blessings and stress, but stay stress and for doing you. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Team Song is gonna take us out.
Hola! Ayo, 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 not alone. Represent CC Live. CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want to need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to God will CC life. You have to listen every word. When CC a talk, you feel inspired. Put up on a natural life, and the truth me not lie. Show if you active in your life like many verbs. Yes, she make sure say you happy. With CC life, you don't need no TV. Put up your phone, get ready to enjoy CC. And the hottest show no if no but I'm here be. She ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC life. She a inspire, so make sure say you want you need to CC life. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to God to CC life.
All right, people. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see y'all next week. Catch you at a lie. Whoa.